welcome back to my channel. It's Daria. I want to say again, thank you so much to everyone that's new. Like, starting as a small YouTuber, it really means a lot when I get a new subscriber every day. So thank you again, and for everyone that's supported me throughout this journey, thank you. This video is gonna be super important. I feel like one of my most important videos, to be completely honest. It's a top 10 things of what I've learned post-grad life that no one prepares you for. Like, literally no one. So stick around and you're about to hear all the details of what I've learned post-grad life after being graduated for now 4 months, which is so crazy. So stick around, guys, and you're about to hear it all. All right, guys, so I said this is the most important video. Top 10 things. So let's start with number one. Number one, you need to make your friends a priority. Why is that so important? Because once you graduate college, it's literally like you're on your own. It's not so much like everyone's just gonna like disappear. But think about it. Some of your friends are gonna move because of their jobs. They're gonna move to different states. Some of your friends are gonna stick around in the college town because they landed a job. And then some of your friends can't afford it and they're gonna go live with their parents and save up some money and then come back out here or wherever they graduated from. And then the thing is, my biggest pet peeve is when I put in a lot of effort to a friendship and they don't reciprocate it. I feel like a lot of us can relate to that. And that's super important after graduating, because literally if you don't make the effort, then your friend's not gonna make the effort either. You're not gonna have the conveniency of going to sorority events, or you're not gonna have the conveniency of seeing your friends every day. Hey, let's go meet up at, the courtyard or wherever you guys ate at the food courts or something. You're not gonna have that anymore. Like I said, a lot of people are gonna go in different areas and you're gonna have to really make the effort for FaceTimes, whatever it is, Skype, calls, text, whatever you use, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is. You really have to keep up with your friends. And if you don't want to, you're really easily gonna lose a lot of your friends. And I've kind of noticed that after college. It kind of reminds me of after high school, where you realize who your true friends are that stuck around and wanted to keep up with what you're doing in college. So shout out to all my friends from high school that are still hanging in there, because there is a lot of you guys and it means a lot. So like I said, it's really important. If you don't make your friends a priority, they're really gonna kind of trickle off. Okay, so second, what is the second you would say? Honestly, the second one is make sure you make your last semester count. The last semester of college is so important. I can't stress that enough to you guys. I know we all want to make it all fun and games, go to all the parties, go to every event that you possibly can that's not really career motivated. But seriously, those college fairs, your professors, whatever the networking is that you can get your last semester is really what's going to make it count in the real world. Your professor is really not going to give you a recommendation letter if you were late to class every day, or if you never turned in assignments on time, or you were that kid that just didn't really care. Seriously, take advantage of that last semester. I know I didn't have the typical way of graduating my last semester of college, because of Corona and everything, but seriously, make that last semester count. I can't stress that enough. So many of my friends are I'm gonna wait until after college and after graduation to find that job. Guys, it's not that easy to literally just graduate and then boom, a job's in your lap. That's not how it works. I mean, let's be real right now. It's kind of impossible, but prior to even all this, I know people that just waited until graduation ended and then they're I'm gonna start applying now, because that's a typical way a lot of college students look at it. That's seriously not the right way to do it. Is you have to start looking your last semester, start asking professors, where should I apply? What should I do? So seriously, take advantage of your last semester. I know you guys want to just make it the most fun and make the most memories, which I still did too. But seriously, that network aspect of your last semester. Number 3. What do you think number 3 is? Okay, weekends are actually the weekend. So that is one plus about post-grad life, is I feel like a lot of us still thought in college, it's oh, it's the weekend, we get to go to a party or whatever it is. When you get to Friday, it's Friday. You need that time to hang out with friends, family, whatever it is. You're just exhausted, mentally and physically sometimes. So it's kind of nice when you just have the weekend to chill. And I feel like you're a lot more strategic about your weekends, whereas in college, you're never really want to plan because you just don't know when you have a homework assignment. And that's the best part, is you don't have homework on like due on Sundays. I don't miss the homework. So honestly, like when you're out of college, that weekend life is definitely a lot more fun. Like I said, you can plan a trip, or you can just be like, I want this weekend by myself to chill, to do laundry, whatever the case is. But weekends actually are your weekends, and you get to chill. You don't have to study. You don't have to like plan to go to the library, whatever the case is. Honestly, take advantage of it, because the time flies. Like, you'll be like on Sunday, and then you'll be like, wait, I have to work again tomorrow. So take advantage of your weekends and do something fun, because life is too short. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. It is too short and it flies. Okay, number 4 is trying to find a normal routine is not as easy as everyone thinks it is. Like, when we graduate, at least my dream was like, I'm graduated, I get to work out in the mornings, I get to work out at night, and then I go to work in between. Yeah, no. That hasn't been the case. I mean, despite Corona making a lot harder, that I don't want to commit to a gym membership right now because of everything going on. But seriously, besides even that, I feel like a lot of post grads that have graduated can relate to this. It's definitely not as easy as you think. Like, you're like, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Don't get me wrong, you definitely have a lot more free will to do whatever you want, and you have a lot of time. But when you work 9 to 5 sometimes, or 9 to 6, or 9 to 7, sometimes for a lot of people it's weirder hours, you're not motivated to then get up in the morning and then go on a walk or a run or go do cardio, whatever the case is. That's definitely what's happening to me. I'll wake up and I'm like, I just want to sleep, we all just want more sleep. So that regular routine that we all kind of dream of after college is not always the case. So don't be alarmed if that does happen to you easily, because for me, it's been 4 months. Like I said, I graduated in May and it's now September, and I still don't have that normal routine of getting up, going out on a run, or whatever the case is. So don't be scared, and don't be frightened if that doesn't happen to you naturally either, because it definitely didn't happen to me. Number 5. Guys, this one's so important, is to continue to network. I know we all land a job and we're like, yes, full-time, benefits, whatever the case is, or maybe you're part-time or you're seasonal still. Whatever the case is, you still have to network. Why? Because you're not going to land your dream job right after college. And if you do, props to you, because that's honestly a dream of everyone, that they're going to be like, oh, plop, I'm in my job. No, that's not the case. So you have to still network. Even if you are in the company now and you want to stay with it and you want to blossom to the top, you have to still network. You have to move your way around. And the only way to do that is network, is to be friendly to people, do everything you possibly can at your job, show them really all your skills. So definitely think about that once you land your job after college. Like I said, if you landed your dream job, by all means, props to you guys. But for a lot of us, that's not how it happens. So you got to continue networking if you want to stay within the company or even move. Number 6 is actually another important one that I feel like a lot of people, it's hard for them to get around it a lot, is that a lot of your friends are going to move into different stages of their life. I have a lot of friends actually now that just got married. I have a lot of friends that have kids right now. I have a lot of friends that are engaged. And for me, that's not where I am, but that's okay. That's me. I'm not ready to get engaged at the moment, but when life comes, it comes. But yeah, you have to kind of learn, a lot of people are in different stages of their lives, and that's okay. But definitely you have to respect that, and you're going to have to learn, again, relating back to my number 1 topic, is making a friend a priority. Because if your friend currently has a kid, or if they're married, they're thinking about a lot of other things that maybe a kid that just graduated college, that's just working, normal 9 to 5 and still living in their parents' house, is a lot different than someone that has a kid, has bills to pay, and whatever the case is. I'm telling you, once you graduate, life is different. It's not the normal, hey, you see them at a sorority event, or you see them after class, or you see them at the local restaurants by your campus. That's not the case. So if you want to really stay in touch with people And again, people are gonna be different stages of their lives. You really have to make that effort. All right, so number 7, I feel like maybe relates to some people and not everyone, but I've kind of just realized that I'm never gonna have a graduation anymore. And like, I don't wanna make it all sad, but like, I seriously have just kind of accepted the fact that, you know, all those 2020 grads out there, like, round of applause, because like, we went through a lot. Like, obviously schools are still online right now, but for us, like, it was kind of like, boom, like, you're online and that's it. And then we kind of were like, wait, do we have a graduation? And then they were like, yeah, you still have to pay for graduation. And then some schools were like, no, you're actually virtual. And then some were like, no, you're not having one at all. So like, all of us 2020 grads were so confused. I feel like a lot of you can relate. If you can relate to me, like, comment in this comment section. I would just love to know where everyone graduated from and if they had virtual graduations or they didn't, or whatever the case was. But I kind of accepted that. I've been talking about this with my friends a lot. I did take grad pics. I did take pictures with my family, but it's still not that same memory of you walking down the stage. I got my diploma too, so shout out UNLV for mailing that to me. But still, I feel like that's still not the same like feeling when you're like, oh my God, it's graduation day. Like, you get to go out in the morning and like hang out with friends. But I don't know, like, I feel like anyone else can relate to me. It was kind of depressing, but now I've just accepted the fact that like, we're not having one. And shout out to me and my twin real fast, because we went to community college and a lot of people made fun of us for doing a community college graduation. And to all y'all that made fun of us, at least we got a walk at this point. You know, back in 2018 is when we graduated, and everyone's like, why are you graduating here? Like, you're gonna be having a walk in 2 years at UNLV. And I was like, you know what? I just want to do it just because it's another accomplishment in life. And at least I got to walk the stage, I guess I could say, for one type of college graduation. So I had something, I guess, 2 years ago. But like, yeah, I don't get to walk with all my friends that I met at UNLV and get those pictures. So I kind of feel like that was one thing I've kind of learned about post-grad life that I won't get back. But yeah, not relatable to everyone, but relatable to all you 2020 grads out there. Seriously, like, props to you to getting that degree and finishing on time. But I know, definitely sad times that we couldn't get a graduation. Still sad to this day. All right, guys. Number 8 that a lot of people don't warn you about. I mean, I honestly never got homesick when I was in college because I felt like you were so busy. Like I said, in college, it's such a different feel. I mean, you're really like running around 24/7 on campus. You have this. Like, I don't know if everyone can relate, but like, I swear my calendar would always be like, 10 a.m. class, 11 a.m. this counseling appointment, then this, and then this. It just kept going. Whereas post-grad life, it's kind of like, not slow, but like, you have your job, and then if you work out or if you have other stuff on the side, that's all you really do. And then you have time to hang out with friends, but like, think about it. You're so much less busy than when you were in school. So I feel like the homesick part kind of kicks in. So I've been kind of like feeling that lately, and I felt that especially when I graduated with all this happening. It was like, whoa, like, I won't be able to see my family for a little bit. So homesick, I feel like, does kick in a little bit. And then you start to appreciate your family a lot more. I feel like, again, in college, we were so go that we forgot to like FaceTime our parents or FaceTime our grandparents or your aunt and uncle. Whereas now I feel like I'm FaceTiming my mom a lot. I'm FaceTiming my grandma a lot. Props to my grandma. She got an iPhone and she's FaceTiming me like every day. So I love you, grandma. But seriously, like, you really realize that family's super important, and family's always been a big thing to me. But I feel like I've learned more after college that I'm like, I gotta keep up with them because, you know, life is too short. All right, number 9, we're almost there, you guys, is you learn how to stay on a budget and how important it is to be smart about your money. Because I'm not saying you're like counting your pennies every day. You're like, oh, I spent this. Like, no, you're not gonna become like a psycho like that. But you really realize, like, okay, wait, if I have a gym membership and I have this membership and I have that membership, every month I gotta realize, okay, I'm only getting paid this month much. And you're like, I need to spend it wisely. So you really got to be like strategic on where your money goes. And that's not including like you want to go out with friends or if you want to go out and get food, or if you want to just like treat yourself one day and go get ice cream. Whatever the case is, it adds up. So definitely you learn how to stay on budget, and that's not including your rent, that's not including like utilities, that's not including if you have to fly home or if you need to drive home to see family. So it adds up. So seriously, you learn how to stay on budget. And that's a good thing just in general to do, is to stay on budget, because I feel like a lot of us forget that we need to save in life. And that's not all about like, oh, I got this much money for my job today, I'm just gonna blow it on online shopping. You really need to learn how to save in life, because once you have kids and that family, that's where you're gonna go back to, is your savings and your investments or whatever that is. That's another thing that I've kind of learned more about too, is like investing in stuff and kind of being smart about your money. And number 10, you guys, just have fun. It is so much fun after college. Like, honestly, I do miss a lot of things about college, but the post-grad life is fun. You have your coworkers, you'll have the work family, you start to meet more people from friends of work. And like I said, you have that free will to do anything you want. You have that freedom now to do really whatever you want. And if you're living on your own sometimes, you really have freedom to do whatever you want. So seriously, it's so much fun. I feel like you get to travel more. I feel like you get to really realize who your close friends are. Post-grad life is a whole different ballpark than anyone can prepare you for. Like, I'm not kidding you, not even I feel like your parents. Not really a lot of people can tell you this stuff. It's really a matter of experience and you learning it on your own. Again, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. It really means the world to me. And again, if you like this video, please give it a like down below. And again, comment where you guys are in life. Are you currently working? Are you in school? Are you out of school? What year are you in school? Like, where do you go to school? Or if you're married or have kids, like, I would love to know like where all my followers and subscribers are at in their life. Because honestly, post-grad life is a huge like change. And I feel like a lot of us won't know that until you get to that stage. So I love this video because I really want to prepare you guys. And it's not scary. There's so much fun about post-grad life, but it's a whole different ballpark. And so I want to share you guys my advice because I feel like it's so important. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching and so excited for all the content I have to come.